my name is Wynn.
And I'm Jacob.
And here on MQ Unity, we're going to be talking about the attraction triangle and different intimacy styles.
Most people aren't aware that this exists or what it involves.
Romantic attraction, platonic attraction, and sexual attraction are part of the triangle. Each attraction type is similar, but they're not completely the same, and they all involve intimacy of some sort or in some form. But before we get into the different kinds of attraction, let's dive into intimacy for a second. Intimacy is the closeness of two or more persons who are in the same way mutually attracted to one another, and it can be manifested emotionally, verbally, and physically. Platonic attraction is the desire to be close to someone in a non-romantic and non-sexual way, and friendships have many levels of intimacy and bond formation, ranging from acquaintances to sibling-like bonds and what is known as a platonic life partner.
Being platonically attracted to someone can transform into a romantic or sexual attraction over time, but it's not required. People can have platonic crushes on other people.
Absolutely. Platonic crushes or friend crushes are common, even if we don't notice. Another word for this is known as squish. And I have squishes all the time because I feel like I resonate with a person, but I'm not sure if they'd find me annoying.
And how does intimacy play into platonic attraction?
Well, the intimacy I want with a person I have a squish on is strong enough for me to want to say, hey, this amazing and wonderful person is my friend at the top of my lungs. And it's like wanting to spend hours on end talking about nothing and smiling goofily because you respect the person with a great intensity. And platonic relationships like these, with strong and intimate bonds, are often confused for romantic relationships. One of my best friends and I often get asked if we're a couple. I'm not kidding. They can be romantically related or sexually related, but they don't have to be. And like any relationships, the kind of intimacy in platonic relationships can vary from levels of physical, verbal, and emotional intimacy.
Like being touchy-feely, hugging, certain kinds of verbal cues, and emotional investment. Fun fact, the first person to coin the term platonic love was the Greek philosopher Plato.
Hence why the first 5 letters are Plato. Then there is romantic attraction, which can share the same closeness as a platonic relationship. Romantic relationships often lead into the identification of a significant other or a domestic partner.
Romantic relationships probably shouldn't be like in the movies, right?
Not the romantic comedy versions, at least. Some movies do show romance in a tasteful and realistic way, but romantic attraction means adding a new layer to the friendship formed between people. Again, this could develop or include sexual attraction, but it's never required to have anything included.
And sexual attraction is the most commonly known attraction in society. It's all over TV, books, movies, you name it. In fact, history time! Let us travel. We start in ancient Greece, where Plato, as mentioned before, talked about platonic love. Plato saw love, or eros, as trying to get the good in the world. Imagine the most amazing, incredible French fries. Eros would mean reaching out for those fries. You want those fries. You need those fries. The fries in this example are a representation of beauty. Now, for some heterosexual couples, the beauty of this person makes you want to make babies with them. Now, if it's just a beautiful person and you spiritually want to combine your soul with theirs and share those French fries that they and the beauty represent, that is what Plato defines as platonic love and sees it as the most beautiful type of love. Originally, platonic love was also known to be a slang for gay love because, as I mentioned before, it doesn't always involve making babies.
Now you're making me want French fries.
Oh, me too. To the Middle Ages. Now, in the Middle Ages, romantic love was not really a popular thing or a thing that people understood. In fact, some doctors back then found themselves curing a strange but all too common sickness, love sickness. In the Middle Ages, there were 4 humors that were believed to help with the body.
Like Avatar the Last Airbender.
Kind of. These humors consisted of black bile, yellow bile, phlegm, and blood. If you had too much black bile, you would have melancholy, which happened to be similar to love sickness. In fact, one physician called Constantine the African said that the love that is called eros is a disease touching the brain. Sometimes the cause of this love is an intense natural need to expel a great excess of humors. This illness causes thoughts and worries as the afflicted person seeks to find and possess what they desire. Finally, let's go to modern times. While sexual relationships may seem like the relationships seen on the media all the time, there's often a mixture of sexual, romantic, and platonic attraction that makes these relationships and other relationships work. All relationships take work, and all require the same amount of commitment and passion. Psychologist Robert Sternberg has some interesting advice on the different types of relationship, though it seems to be pointed mainly towards romantic and sexual relationships. We'll link that in the description below. Well, thank you for joining us, and we hope you learned and had a great time. Saying goodbye from MQ Unity, I'm Jacob.
And I'm Wynn. Thanks for watching.